This is AUDNZD on the monthly, and if you look, you got this big old buyer's candle, and because the month is far from over, it looks like it's going down, but I think it's just making a retracement before it pushes up. Then, because if you look at the weekly, it's kind of giving a like V, like Y formation, and usually when that happens, it comes back around the area. So like you see how this is sort of a Y formation. It retraces kind of around the area. Like it's kind of hard to explain where the first stem is, and that's what I'm seeing here. So then if I go to the daily, you see how the candles, the seller's candles, are getting smaller and smaller. It was really big here and kind of big here. Now the candle part is getting smaller and smaller, and so I think it's coming to the zone. I think it's giving you see the Y formation, and I think it's going to come around here into the zone where this bounced off and this bounced off. I think it's going to come into the zone. I think it's going to go back up, and it may very well stop around here. I probably get out way before then, but that's just something I see. Now, if I look on the 4 hour, I'll see that I have a shark fin right here. I'll see the divergence is maintained from the top of the move to the bottom. So from this point to this point, I see divergence being maintained. And I like that. So I got a divergence up here, and I have a divergence down here. And this is what I call a wide divergence, or I call it a double divergence, because it's its own divergence right here and its own divergence down here. But the higher one is still keeping the lower one in check on the RSI, and that's what I always like to see. On top of the fact that when you see how these handles are real choppy, but they're close together. When you see them close together like this, and then you see it on the RSI close together, it usually means the move is going to be super strong. So I'm like even more confident. I usually don't take trades um, on any pair that crosses the 200 moving average to the downside, but because I know it's its first time crossing in a while, like in this sequence, then I'm waiting for it to come back up. Now let's go on the hour, and this is really where I make my moves. Now look, we break that down. You see right here, this was its own divergence. It pushed up, price kept pushing down, and now it's another divergence. Not on the hour time frame, but if I go to the 15-minute or 30, I'll see another divergence here. But then they kept pushing down. I had more momentum going to the downside. Now we have a whole new divergence right here, right? But if you see, this is still one big divergence. And so what I'm looking for is a break of structure and a pullback. And then if I go right here to the bottom, that's that same zone. I really would like it to come down here. So I'm going to set an alert. Okay. I'm going to say zone entered. All right. So just keep that in mind. And then let's go to our next pair. CADJPY. Okay, so let me kind of give you an overall look at CADJPY. I'm gonna show you the buy that I'm in. If you see right here on the monthly, right, CADJPY has somewhat broken all of this area right here. It broke through here, and then it came in for a pullback, and it's going long. But what I see here and what I believe is happening is I believe it's just getting ready to push all the way to here. I don't think there's anything in its way, honestly. And if you look right here, you'll see this engulfing candle, buyers engulfing. I'm sorry, bullish engulfing. And so I think it's far from done. If you look, if you see it pushed up a little bit more, and it's probably going to get a little weird as it pushes up through the zone. I just feel so strongly. The only thing I'm watching out for with this pair, let me show you, with CADJPY, I'm watching out for it hitting this blue line right here and turning around. That's so let me show you how strong this trend line has been over the past, I think, year. So this is March, right? Okay. It keeps going down. I think, hold on. Well, let's just start from here because I don't even want to like play with that. But if you look right here, we're going to count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, kind of 8, 9, 10, 11, and then it broke through, right? And then it came back up to the trend line and went down. Okay, now it may very well hit this line again and just turn it back around. Not go down permanently, but it may turn back around. If you look right here, this zone right here, I have it, the blacked out, the background box unchecked because I just wanted to look at it in a more clean way. But it's in a zone where it could turn around at any time, but it's likely not because it broke through the zone on the daily. So you see how this candle is above this zone? That means in my study that price is coming back down for a retrace just to come back up permanently. So that is what I'm looking at. And if you see, you're really in the midst of a double bottom. And it's a Y formation or V formation. I'm sorry, I always get it. They're interchangeable for me. But it's in this formation where it goes down, it goes up, and then it hangs around close by, like near the stem of the Y, and then it pushes. And so I just see CAD going a good couple, at least 200 pips, right? And so if you look right here, I had got in for a buy. Let's go to the, all right, let's look at the 4 hour. Let me show you a few things that were done. All right, so you see this trend line is really one big trend line. Don't be fooled. Let me actually delete this one. All right, so it broke through, landed on the trend line, and kept pushing, and now it continues to push. I don't even think it's coming back down here. Now, once it hits this 50 point, I'll break even. It's right there. It's not there yet, but I'll break even, and then if it comes back down, I'll lose that trade. But what I do is I take out 50% of the trade once it hits the 50 point, so I don't ever like in a situation where I'm leaving with nothing. All right, and so I would just say look out for CAD to keep pushing. I really don't think it's gonna come back down because it's done so many weird things. I think it's done down there. All right, let's go to USD Swiss. Let's start on the monthly. I'm not really a big fan of USD Swiss. It literally annoys the crap out of me, but we're gonna cover it because I seen a move on it and I executed the move. 50 pip trade. Okay, so I'm not even gonna explain this thing because I don't even care enough. But you see this for the Y formation. See how it came down around here. Let me explain what that means. No, actually, yeah. Let me try it this way. All right. All right. So when I say Y, right, that's not even good. I mean, it comes down, it goes up, and then right around the stem of the Y, it sticks around before it pushes up. And that's what I mean by Y formation. So what I seen on USD Swiss, I seen once again divergence on the 4 hour. Well, that was last week. That was a good move too. Yeah, that was my final target, and it went way past that. All right, so look. All right. So if you look, I got a shark fin on the 4 hour. I don't take any trade unless it's a shark fin on the 4 hour. And when I mean shark fin, I just mean that it's sticking outside the Bollinger Bands that you see right here. The TDI crosses over. Now, if I look on the 1 hour, which is how I decide what moves I take, I see divergence right here, and I see it. The more you see it slanted, the more slanted it is, the more confident you should be. See how these are slanted? They're like 0.1, 0.2. The slant is like going like super diagonal. Those moves usually get you what you need. So you see right here, this was the buy signal for my indicator, my big steppers indicator, and so the buy signal is right here. So I get a signal right here, and my thing it shows all of this happening. And I want you to see it's a double divergence. It's a wide divergence. You see right here, divergence right here, It's not going to show, but it's right here. And then you got this divergence never takes out this divergence. So it's like one big slanted divergence pushing up. You get the buy signal here. I put my entry somewhere around here. And I eventually got my 50 pips right around here. Now it's looking like it's going to... so I get my 50 pips, I break even, and I take 50% of the trade. Now, it looks like it's going to come back into the break-even point, but that's not what I'm worried about. This is my final TP right around here. If it hits there, cool. If it doesn't, cool. That's the trade I put in, and that is where I consider putting in another move. I never did, though. Let's go to EURNZD. Oh, it was a great move in Euro. It was two great moves, actually. Okay, so if you see right here, the shark fin right here, so price is poking out right there, and you see how it crossed the 200. I usually like to take it when it's above the 200, but if it's his first time really crossing, I guess that particular next move is a potential move. So you see it's poking outside the Bollinger Bands. And what do you have? You have divergence right here, and then you have divergence up here. So we have what I would call a wide divergence or a double divergence. So you see how this right here, if I look, I'm at the, what's the number? They're not even showing it. Okay, that's weird. This is lower than this on the RSI, and this is, do you see what I'm saying? It's one big slanted divergence. So I get the buy signal here. Now, supply and demand forms right here. I enter. Let me show you. And let me show you how it worked. I enter right around here. Okay. And then it gets to the 50 point. I get half of that. But my final TP was it was like right there. Yeah, that was my final TP. So I got both of them. Price even came down, and it would have stopped me out if I was broke even, but I wasn't. It didn't hit my second TP. So that was good. This is a perfect example of another trade I would take if excuse me. Another trade I would take if I saw what I was looking for on the 4 hour. So you see I got divergence right here. It breaks structure, it pushes up, and I would have got 50 pips. If I go to the 4 hour, it's not outside the Bollinger Bands, neither is it passing the 50 moving average. And that's, see, I determine my my entries off of the 4 hour Bollinger Bands. Let me go to USDCAD. This is all this week. Now you see it popped out, it crossed over on the 4 hour, so it's fair game. If you see a yellow circle, that means it was my strategy exactly. And then you see the divergence right here, 1, 2, 3 points. You see how these are still maintaining the slant upward as price is going downward. It breaks through here, I get the signal, it pulls back, I got in right around here. Well, actually I got right around here. That's where the what do you call it? It broke structure after having its pullback. And I usually take the first one of that, and I entered in 50 pip stop loss. I got my 50 pips. My get out was 121 pips away, and I did indeed execute that. All right, let me see. Did I get in? I don't think I got in. I think I got in. This is not a trade I took, but I would have took. I would have preferred my alert go off right here. It did not. It went off here. I just never took the trade. I was waiting for a pullback that never came. And I should have entered in here, but I had other pairs that were doing a better job of keeping my interest. Let's go to the GJ. I took the GJ trade on demo because I still play with my demo, but I didn't take it in real life because I was already in a CADJPY trade and a few others, so I was a little overextended. But If I would have entered in right around here, because I trade the 45 and the 1 hour, if either of them go off and it looks good, I take it. But this is where I entered. So let me show you. Replay it. Okay. So, yep, I entered on demo. I remember this. So this is where it broke through, right? Okay. So if I go to the 15, it came down right here. Let me see what was it that I got in. I got in right around here. I got in for 50 pips, as you see. Oh wait, I never checked what the demo looked like, so let me not even speak on this. I'm pretty sure I got the 50 though. But yeah, let me show you a trade that I lost on. It's the only trade I took an L on. Really bothered me because I kind of feel like I should have waited for more evidence. But if you look right here, I got in on this trade. Never got near my 50 point. Okay, way around here. And it just kept going back down. But you see divergence, structure broken. I waited right around here, I think. That's where I got in. Can't exactly remember, but you see, this is a wide divergence. So if you are looking for a move next week, I highly suggest you look into this move. Like I really do. This is a wide divergence slash double divergence. You see divergence over here, divergence over here. This is still lower than all of that. It's maintaining the slant. And if I look on the 4 hour, it is a divergence here as well. 0.1, 0.2, 0.1, 0.2 is maintaining the slant right here, not the whole move, but I wouldn't be surprised if it comes up. Let me look at the daily. Yeah, it's already, here's what's happening. It's already broken structure. So let me show you. Sorry if it seems cluttered. I don't really trade GU that often. If I pull it from here to here, it's coming back for a retrace, and the retrace is already almost done. But I want you to see this big old candle broke all of that's broken structure. That means all of this was broken. Period. And it's going to come back around here, in my opinion, and then it's going to break through this trend line. And it may take some news to do it. It's going to break through this trend line, and then it's going to come back to this trend line. GU is great for coming back to the trend lines perfectly. Like I can show you, like look right here, okay? It broke this trend line. This is on the daily, so this took a while. It broke this trend line, then it came right back to the trend line before going up for hundreds of pips. I think it's another one. You see right here, it's another trend line. 1, 2. If I put it right around there, okay, 1, 2, 3. This technically counts. It broke through, came back. This is a comeback to the trend line. Broke through again and came near the trend line, as well as there was another trend line from here. So you got this point, and this point. It came right back to this trend line. So GU is good for coming on back to a trend line. Really is. There's some more in here, especially like medium time frames. I just want to show you. Okay, so this is EURNZD. I didn't take this trade because I told myself I wouldn't take this. I wouldn't trade this unless it came back to this trend line more officially, and it did not. So it crossed right here. We're on the daily. The 50 moving average and the 21 moving average cross, which for me is a good signal that the retrace is going to be more legit. So I wanted to see it come back to this area, to either one of the two. Like this was really the area I wanted it to come back to, and it never did. So I told myself I'm not even gonna bother it. Get that. Make sure that it's not yellow. Let me try that one. There we go. Yeah, if it would have came back here, then I would have definitely kept my eye on it and waited for an entry. I want you to see all the JPY pairs are pretty much going up to a bigger level. So you see right here, this is what happens when you're going up to a bigger level. You definitely want to like keep in mind like it hasn't been here in a while. So if I go on the monthly, it hasn't been in this on its way to this area since 2008. So like that usually means price is about to push up for a long time. So just keep that in mind. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this content and have a great day.